What's up, guys? The guitar has a fatal flaw, and I think it's time that it's addressed. And once you understand its flaw, it's much easier to solve it. I think you've been having trouble memorizing the guitar fretboard. I know that I have. I've been playing guitar for years, like 15 years, and still it throws me off. And I realized why that is. It's because of these darn things right here, these fretboard markers. They're awful. All right? So let me show you what I mean. I don't know why the guitar is designed like this because it's not advantageous to you actually learning the notes of the guitar. All right, so you usually will memorize guitar chords based off of the top two strings and the bottom two strings. And when you're learning any instrument, you're going to learn first, on basically any instrument, you're going to learn the notes in the key of C, right? Because that's the most logical because there are no sharps and no flats. Once you know those, you can always flatten them or sharpen them. But you need to learn just C, C, D, E, F, G, A. So if you're doing that on the guitar, well then you would go E, then you would go F, no marker there, right? Then the whole note G, well that makes sense, there's a marker there. Then A, that makes sense, there's a marker there. Then B, that makes sense, there's a marker there. But what about here? C. Well, there's not one. Instead, there's a marker at C sharp. Why do I want to know what C sharp is? I want to know where C is. So there needs to be a marker here at B and a marker here at C. And then one up here, that's at D, right? There's no marker at D. And then you move up to E. And the same thing up the next 12 frets. So why don't they have that? The same thing here. You go A, no marker here at B flat. Okay, I'll give them that. It's a B flat. But you go here, C. There's marker there, D, marker there, E, marker there. But what about here? F. That's the whole note. But there's no marker at F. So you don't really know where F is unless you just really ingrain it in your head. Then here at G. No marker here. Well, why do you put a marker at G, at F sharp? What the heck? It doesn't make any sense, right? It's the same thing for the high strings. So you got, you know, E, F. Well, I already showed you because it's the E string and E string, they're the same, right? So let's do on the B string. So B, but then no marker here at C. So this makes sense. D, E. Okay, I'll give them this one. This is F. Okay, so it would be strange to put a marker here at the 6th fret because it's just that one note that's an anomaly. But then you've got G here. No marker here. A, no marker here. And then back to your markers. So what I'm saying is, why don't we just take this one away, put one at the 8th fret and the 10th fret. And then you've got all of the whole notes on both of those strings marked. So the guitar fretboard marker, it's at the wrong spot. We need to address this. And once you now understand that it's at the wrong spot for learning all of the notes in the key of C, which are the first ones that you need to memorize. Once I realized that I really only needed to memorize the notes in the key of C, instead of trying to memorize all the sharps and the flats on the guitar, it made everything so much easier. Just memorize where those C notes are. The C, B, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Memorize where all those are, and then don't worry about it because you'll know, okay, well, if I have B here, well then here's B flat. Just memorize where all the regular non-sharp and flat notes are. And once you realize that this marker is actually in the wrong place and it's just screwing you up, and that the G and the A are on either side of it, and the C and the D are on either side of it, and the F and the G, well then it's going to be so much easier to memorize the guitar notes because these are just screwing you up. And I'm guessing when you're playing guitar, these are the notes that you have the most trouble with remembering which ones they are, right? I know it is for me. It's because of this darn marker that's been screwing me up for years.